Hello, it's John from Double Sleeved here. Today's video is aimed at those of you new to Magic the Gathering, or just big fans of Lord of the Rings and wanting to know some key information about the cards from this set. I won't be doing any competitive or card evaluations here, just explaining what the set contains. I'll do my best to explain the main set list, commander deck lists and starter deck lists, as well as cover the highlights from within. The main set has 278 different named cards that have a total of 462 cards across all artwork variations. If you want to know more about the artwork styles, then check out our last Lord of the Rings video here. Anyway, let's begin. The Fellowship is well represented within the main set, with a total of 20 named cards spanning over 10% of the total artworks with 52 different variants. These are broken down into Frodo, who has 3 separate cards and 8 total artworks, Samwise, who has 2 cards and 5 artworks, Merry and Pippin, both with 1 card and 3 artworks, Aragorn, who has 3 cards and 8 artworks, as well as a Strider card with a single artwork, Boromir, who has 1 card with 3 artworks, Legolas and Gimli, both with 2 separate cards and 5 artworks, and the most popular card in the entire set, Gandalf, with 4 separate cards and 11 artworks. All of these variants can be found in foil as well as non-foil, so if you had one of each foil and non-foil art variant, you would hold 104 cards just from the main set. Other notable characters and their frequencies are Galadriel, who has 2 cards with 5 artworks, Sauron, 3 cards with 6 artworks, Gollum, 2 cards with 5 artworks, and Smeagol with a card and 2 artworks, Elrond and Saruman, both 2 cards with 5 artworks, Bilbo has a card with 2 artworks, Arwen has 3 cards with 5 artworks, Faramir, 2 cards with 4 artworks. There's no Treebeard card in the main set, however there is a Fanghorn card and 2 artworks. Tom Bombadil has a card with 2 artworks, and we also have a card for both Shadowfax and Bill the Pony. In addition, we get a bunch of great references, with cards of Second Breakfast, You Cannot Pass, Birthday Escape, The Watcher in the Water, Grimmer Wormtongue, Cast into the Fire, Oliphant, Long List of the Ents, Radagast the Brown, the Balrog, Horn of Gondor, Lembas, Sting the Glinting Dagger. There are 9 different Nazgul cards, and the One Ring. Of course, there is a special artwork that there is only one of. As well as these, there are some fantastic places, such as Minas Tirith, Barad-dûr, Mines of Moria, Mount Doom, and the Shire. So, a stellar job done to pack in so many awesome references into this set. Now, how do the separate commander decks hold up? I'll go through them individually and highlight similar key cards. In each of the commander decks, you get a commander card that is provided in foil and a display foil. The display foil is printed on a thicker card so as to enable a longer lasting quality. You also receive a second foil card of another particularly important character. In the Riders of Rohan deck, your commander is Éowyn, and this is a unique card separate from the others in the main set. So she comes in foil and display foil versions. You also receive an Aragorn card. This is again different from the 8 Aragorn cards in the main set. Other notable cards in the deck are Denethor, Faramir, Gimli, Boromir, and Éomer that are all separate, as well as a Theoden card that is, unfortunately, the same as in the main set. All artworks on the remaining 92 cards, as is the same for all decks, are unique to this set, with most being pleasing snippets from the story itself. Next we look at the Food and Fellowship deck list. The commanders are the pairing of Frodo and Sam, with them both being foil and Frodo being available in the display cardstock. Again, these are separate cards that are unique and not available in the main set. Within this deck, we also get cards from Gollum, Pippin, Merry, Bilbo, a Treebeard card, and a field-tested frying pan, all of which are unique and not in the main set. Next, onto the Elven Council decklist. We have Galadriel as our commander, with foil and foil display, as well as a new foil Gandalf. Again, both of these versions do not show up in the main set, and that takes our Gandalf count to 5 with 13 unique variants. Other notable cards in the deck are Arwen, Legolas, Radagast, Elrond, and a number of great Elven-themed cards from the franchise. Again, all unique. Lastly, we have the Baddies decklist, with the hosts of Mordor. Sauron is the commander, with the foil and foil display versions. And we also get a Saruman foil card. As you can imagine, there are a lot of unique evil cards in this deck, but to pick out a few, we get Grimmer, Shelob, Lord of the Nazgul, the Balrog, and Lidless Gaze. Very spooky. Each deck sees 20 unique cards that have never been seen before. If you aren't interested in the game of Magic the Gathering and are only looking for your favourite cards or artworks, then I'll have the full galleries linked below. Also, we have a very special additional category of cards that are only found in the booster box box toppers. This is a set of 30 reprinted cards that have been reskinned with an appropriate name and artwork. So, not mechanically unique, but if you are only interested in the name and the art, then it's worth being aware of these. I'll mention at this stage that you'll get one foil card with every booster box you buy, so the supply of these cards will be fairly low and thus the price fairly high. However, you can pull these in collector boosters, with the foils available in under 1% of all collector boosters and the non-foil versions from roughly a third. The full list of cards is here, but to pick out a few, Balin's Tomb, Bag End, Inn of the Prancing Pony, and Fanghorn Forest. Lastly, I'll touch on the starter kit deck lists. You get 2 decks within the starter kit. All of the cards are reprints, nothing unique like with the commander decks unfortunately. However, it does guarantee some cards. The first deck, Gondor, contains Aragorn and Arwen as a foil, a Frodo, a Gandalf, and a Galadriel. There are other nice cards in this deck, but those are the standouts. The second deck, Mordor, contains a foil Sauron, a Gollum, Witch King, the Balrog, and Fires of Mount Doom. Again, some nice cards within the deck, but those characters are the main draw to it. So all in all, a great value product if you're looking for some of these cards. Completing your collection may be easier with the starter kit. That's it. That's the rundown and overview of the Magic the Gathering Universes Beyond Lord of the Rings Tales of Middle-earth set. If you are unfamiliar with Magic the Gathering products and want to know more about what's in each of them, then our video explaining each product will be a useful resource for you. Once again, a big thank you for watching this video, and if you have any questions at all, please pop them in the comments below. If there's more you'd like to know about this or any other Magic the Gathering or trading card game set, then please let us know. We'd love to do more videos like this. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to our channel, we really appreciate it. And we'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.